I've recently completed The Wolf Among Us for the 4th or 5th time, and they've all come since 2020 because that is the first time that I actually ever got to play it. Well, the thing is that I fell so in love with the world, the characters, the atmosphere, that when the game ended, I felt an emptiness in the way of needing and wanting more. So I set out to my local comic store and I picked up Fables Compendium 1, and it contains issues number 1 to issue number 41 of the original Fables comic written by Bill Willingham. Now I'm currently in the midst of issue number 3, so I have not fully read everything, but the thing is, you get to explore even more of Fabletown, and you get to truly immerse yourself in the lore of the characters you know from the game. And I know that the game is supposed to be a prequel to the events of the comic, and the game takes place many years before the events of the first issue that released. And although I haven't read all the way, I can just tell and feel that there's a real and true connection between the Big Bad Wolf and Snow White. The moments that you get in the game between the two are so small yet so beautiful that it leaves you wanting more. The chemistry that both characters have is very apparent, and when you say something or speak to each other, it comes naturally. It doesn't feel forced. Like when Bigby got knocked out by the Tweedles. She made a cute joke.
You almost looked peaceful.
Also, the way that she appreciates Bigby when he includes her in things and makes her feel strong and important.
Bigby, you can't let her go out there with you.
If Snow wants to come with me, I'm not gonna stop her.
But
We should leave now. You ready?
Yeah.
Or the taxi ride that they share and she asks him to be careful.
Bigby. Just be careful, please.
As well as giving up Crane when Bigby seemed to be near his death. Lastly, my favorite from all of these are inside of Bigby's kitchen when they finally seem to share a true and intimate moment where they admit the fears of losing each other.
I'm glad you're not dead. You stopped breathing, you know, when you passed out or died, I guess. It kind of scared the hell out of me. I've never seen you like that. And when Swinehart arrived...
Snow, I'd never leave you.
When it seemed like something would finally happen between the two, Colin had to come and interrupt. And sadly, for the most part, that would be the last time throughout the game that we really see the two share any type of moment similar to what they had before. And I always get, or at least I got, immense disappointment when we reach the end of the game, when she seems to ignore Bigby and she lets Bluebeard cut ahead. But now I think that I understand that after all the events that took place in Fabletown while we were playing as the sheriff, there was a lot of issues and there was a lot of things to fix. So she may have been overwhelmed with how much work actually needed to be done. And on a personal level, I really wanted them to be together and just to admit their feelings. And I just wanted them to take on the whole criminal underworld of Fabletown together, side by side. And I know it can sound pretty, I don't know, insert any word you want. But I really wanted that for those two. And I hope that it gets fleshed out and explored to a much greater degree in The Wolf Among Us 2. Which brings me to a great concern that I have regarding the sequel of one of the most beloved games in recent memory. I trust and love the work that Telltale Games have done. But the original vision for the sequel died a long time ago. And now with the newly resurrected Telltale Games and the new teams and the new writers, it may go in a different direction than originally planned. Will they continue the events of the first game at all? Or will they be ignored in favor of what the new writers envision? Will the character building still be there for the characters that we've met? I'm not sure, but I believe that it will be. But I just can't be sure, and I cannot be absolutely certain until we get the game later this year. But I'd be lying if I didn't say that one of the things that concerns me the most is the relationship between Snow and the sheriff. Now I hope that the chemistry is still there and we are able to dive deeper into the relationship between Snow and Bigby. I would like to see them showcase their feelings a bit more for each other because I don't want to see something so great ruined or not pursued in the following game, Either way, whichever way it falls, The Wolf Among Us 2 is easily my most anticipated game of the year, and I will be eagerly waiting for it. Thank you guys for joining me on another video. We finally hit 2,000 subscribers, and hopefully we can continue that growth. I also have a story so far on The Wolf Among Us that is done. It is completed. It is nearly 2 hours long. That will be releasing in the coming weeks. Please let me know if you want more of The Wolf Among Us content, as I have a couple more things that I want to say. Once again, thank you so much, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.
Excuse me, Miss White, but perhaps it'd be better if you gave me a few minutes to finish with him.
I think I should stay, at least until he's out of the woods.